Hi everyone, so today I'm doing a lip swatch video on the new Colourpop Lippie Stix Ultra Matte something. What are they called? Colourpop Matte X lipsticks. I was sent the cutest little like PR package. Look at this. Like, so cute. So I'm pretty sure these are quite new. They are online by the time you see these, I'm 99% sure. I'll put a link to them down below. This video is not sponsored. So these lipsticks are the most matte of all of the Lippie Stix. So if you love matte, then these are going to be them. Lippie Stix were created to provide high intensity, full coverage pigment with one stroke application. The long wearing formula has the smoothest, most velvety glide without any uncomfortable dragging or pulling. It literally melts onto your lips and has a super matte finish. It's so sexy we had to give it an X rating. It contains a super special silky powder that gives the lipstick a lightweight feel, flexible on the lips, and prevents cracking and drying out. Lips will stay looking fresh and vibrant all day. Sounds amazing. Also contains vitamin E, shea, and avocado butter, and no parabens. So the first product here is actually a primer. So this is just like a clear balm. It feels really nice. I'm assuming it's just to like fill in any gaps on your lips before you apply your matte lipstick so that they apply a lot smoother. It feels nice, but I'm not going to use this before my swatches because I want to see how they look just on bare lips. But there you go, they do a primer. First up, we have the shade She Bad, which is a really beautiful nude. This looks stunning. Yeah, they glide on, amazing. They're very pigmented. This is a perfect beige nude. It looks stunning. Feels so comfortable on the lips, and as you can see, it's very matte. These aren't sticky or anything, they just feel very silky smooth. So once again, that is called She Bad. Next up, I'm doing the shade Cami, and this is kind of like a really nice rosy beige nude. It's quite deep though, it's not like a light nude or anything. It is stunning. I am obsessed with this. If you have a deeper skin tone, this is going to be the most beautiful like nudish kind of like dusty pink. However, on me it's like a deep mauve pink. I don't know. I am absolutely obsessed. So once again, that is Cami. So far it's definitely a favorite, even though I've only tried on two. Next up is Boa, and this looks like a purplish kind of pinkish purple. This is absolutely stunning as well. There has not been one color yet that I hate. I love all of them. This is just a really wearable purplish pink color. It's definitely a little bit more purple than pink, but it's not like an unwearable purple, and it doesn't make your teeth look yellow either. So once again, that is called Boa. They actually do really stick to your lips, like I'm having to use like a makeup wipe to get these off. Next up, we have the shade Pillow Talk, and this is like a brownish brown. Oh, I love it. It's kind of got like a gray undertone to it. So that's how Pillow Talk looks. I actually really like it on my skin tone. It's like a really dark greige brown. It's quite edgy while still being really easy to wear. It's quite wearable. Let me know if you want to see a tutorial with this color. I feel like you could come up with some really cool looks with this. These are so comfortable to wear as well. Like even when I take them off, they're not drying at all. They aren't stripping my lips. They feel quite moisturizing. Next up is another kind of brown color. This is called Hollywood Boulevard. This one is definitely warmer than the last brown. The last brown was a little bit gray, as I said. This one is a lot more warm terracotta reddish brown. This is stunning as well. So that's how Hollywood Boulevard looks on me. A warm brown. It's so pretty. I love it. I need to start wearing more brown lipsticks. I remember when I was a kid and I found brown lipstick in my mum's makeup collection. I was like, ooh, why would you ever wear brown lipstick? That's disgusting. And here I am like, brown, I love it. It's funny how those things happen. I never would have thought that brown lipstick would make a comeback, but I really, really dig it. I think it's really pretty. Once again, that is Hollywood Boulevard. Next up, I'm going to do the shade Barely There. I feel like Barely There would be a nude, but it's not. It's a really nice bright pink. The only thing I find with these lipsticks is with some of the colors you kind of have to just go over a couple of times because they kind of streak a little bit. So you just have to make sure you blend them well. But once they're on, they look so good. Like this one, I just had to kind of like dab over a little bit. So that's how Barely There looks. It's a really, really bright, kind of like medium pink color. It's really pretty, it's really striking, it's very wearable but still bold. Once again, that's called Barely There. The more I look at it, the more I'm falling in love with it, especially with the winged eyeliner. It's so glam. Next I'll do Topless, and this is a really beautiful orange. I already know I'm gonna love this because I love orange lipstick. Oh, Hell yes. This is so bright and pale at the same time. This is life. It is so bright, but still very candy looking, very pale still. It's really weird. It's like a pastel orange, but it's still bright. How? Let me know if you want to see this in a tutorial too, because I feel like you could do the coolest spring eye makeup with this lip color and it would just look incredible, like yellow or something. Gold, yellow, yes. So yeah, once again, that's called Topless. Next up, I'm going to do this shade called Climax, and this is a really deep kind of navy blue. This application is not the best, but that's how Climax looks. If you're into really fun, bold colors, this is quite cool. I've actually done a couple of blue lip tutorials in the past. I'll link them down below if you want to see them. I actually really love blue lipstick with like golden bronze eyeshadow. It looks really cool. So yeah, that one there, once again, is called Climax. Next up, I'm going to do the shade Back Up, and this is a really nice plum kind of purple. I think this is stunning as well. Once again, that's called Back Up, and it is just a beautiful purple. It's really wearable. It's not like a bright purple, it's like a plum purple, as I said. It's got quite a deep undertone to it, so it's not too garish on your face. I like that a lot. Next up is Tickler, which is a really bright neon pink. So bright. It is like neon. You're gonna get sick of me repeating myself this entire time, but I am in love. This is so bright, it's not even, like, I don't even know how to describe to you. It must be like one of the brightest lipsticks I own. If you're going to a neon party, this is what you need to wear. So yeah, that is called Tickler. I'm obsessed with it. Next up is the shade Poppin, and this is like a deep kind of pinky reddish pink. Like a deep, deep pink. So that's what Poppin looks like. It's just a deep, bold pink. I don't really know what else to say about it. Next up is another orangish kind of shade. This is called Bootie. This is like a deeper orange. This is the perfect dark orange. Like, it's borderline red, but it's definitely still an orange. So yeah, once again, that is called Bootie. Next up is the shade Trust Me. And this is a really nice deep kind of red. That application is shocking. But that is what Trust Me looks like. It's just a very true matte red. It's very beautiful and very striking. Next is Love Life, and this is like a orangey red, like more red than the orange red. I don't know if that made any sense at all. It's like a brick red. So once again, that is called Love Life, and as you can see, it's like an orangey red, like I said. The last red I tried on is a little bit brighter than this. This is more like subtle, more dark. It is still very bold though. Once again, that is called Love Life. The last shade I have here is Chateau, and this is a really dark, deep red kind of brown. It's almost like a purpley red. I can't really tell. It's not a bright red undertone though, it's like a purpley red undertone. So that is what Chateau looks like on. It's just a really beautiful, deep, dark, vampy brown. I really like that as well. There's not one shade here I hated. There are some I like more than others, of course, but none of them are terrible. They all apply really nicely, so I'm really happy. As I said, a few of them you kind of have to just play around with and just go over a couple of times to make sure there's no streaks or anything, because they're so matte. If there's like a little bit of a streak, it's very obvious. Once you've applied them and blended them, they look beautiful. They look really, really matte, and they don't feel uncomfortable. So far, I really, really like them. Let me know if there's any you want to see in tutorials. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And I will talk to you again really soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to watch a couple more, there are some on the screen, or the links are down in the description box below. So the one on the left is a makeup tutorial. It's super bold and different. And the one on the right is a first impression on a Clinique foundation. I hope you guys like them. But it looks flawless still. Does that make any sense? Like, you can still see my breakouts and things, but you know, I'd probably just add